Hello, this is Michael Rubin, and we have been talking about blues chromatic playing in the key of D by not pushing in the button. So this next idea is applicable to all instruments, all harmonica instruments, and it doesn't need to be, so it doesn't need to be on the chromatic. It works for the diatonic as well, and it doesn't need to be with octaves. It can be with single notes. And so in any case, what I call this is a reverse slide. So let's say you were to do a regular slide. Here's an A harp. I'm going to move from 4 draw to 2 draw. So that was a jump. Now I'm going to do a slide. Did you hear I slid over hole number 3? Now 3 was not played for a long time. You could clearly hear the 4, you could clearly hear the 2, but I just touched on the 3. It was a grace note as I went along. So if I wanted to, I could slide from 6 draw to 1 draw. And there's something called a jump slide, well that's my term for it, where you don't really hear the first note so clearly. So instead of 6 draw, clearly heard, slide, 1 draw, clearly heard, it's just starting high, around about hole number 6, and immediately starting to slide. Or, so instead of, it's, so that's what I call a jump slide. Okay, but that's not really what I'm talking about today. What I want to talk about is what I call a reverse slide. Again, these are my own terms. When you're teaching harmonica, you have to come up with words to explain what to do so you don't have to, reteach it time and time again. So if you want to take these terms, great. If you know of other words for the same thing, let me know. I'm all about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on hole 3, draw. And my goal is to get to 2 draw. So what I'm going to do is say, what is the direction that I need to move from 3 draw to 2 draw? I have to move 1 hole to the left on the harp. So the next question is, what is the opposite of moving to the left? The answer, moving to the right. So I'm going to move from 3 draw to 4 draw. And then I'm going to slide down to 2 draw. So the entire lick is 3 draw, 4 draw, 3 draw, 2 draw. But the trick is, when I get to 4 draw, I slide over 3 draw to get to 2 draw. Right? So William Clark loves this trick, and sometimes he'll go after 2 draw to 2 blow. Right? So if you ever heard that sound, that's what he's doing. So on the chromatic, until you push in the button, every note is a white note on the keyboard, and therefore every note is in the D Dorian scale, which sounds good during a blues in the key of D. So I don't have to worry about hitting the right note or the wrong note. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on 5 draw, go up to 6 draw, and slide down to 4 draw. Now you could go the opposite way. I'm going to start on 5 draw, go down to 4 draw, and up to 6 draw. Personally, I don't like that one as much. I tend to do the opposite way. It is possible that I actually do a reverse slide by going down and then sliding up more often than I think I do. I can only be so aware of what I'm actually doing. I try and be as aware as I can about what I'm doing, but I've got all kinds of muscle memory things that I'm doing that I may not even be aware of. So, and then you can go lower, so you don't have to just go to the hold to the left. For example, I'll go 5 draw, 6 draw, slide down to 1 draw. Right? So now I'm going to do the same concept with chords. Right? So sometimes I'm going to jump slide up and then slide down. Right? There's all kinds of fun things you can do with slides. So now I'm going to do it with octaves. So I'm going to do 5 and 9 draw, 6 and 10 draw, slide down to 4 and 8 draw. I don't know if I did it. That's what I want. Oh. There it is. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I really like this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play an octave and lift off to get the chord, and then I'm going to do a reverse slide on chords. So I'm going to do, let's say, 5 and 9 draw octave, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chord, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chord, slide over 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chord, land on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chord. Let's see. Right? So then I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to slap into an octave at the end. Pretty cool stuff, right? All right, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to put on a blues in the key of D and just do some slides. We'll see what happens. Whew, I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous. So obviously, for the sake of being musical, I did some other stuff as well. Okay? So please forgive me. I'm trying to be perfect in my ways, but you know, I'm just me. So my name is Michael Rubin. Go to michaelrubinharmonica.com. Take some Skype lessons. Send me $15 by PayPal for an instruction book. michaelrubinharmonica@gmail.com. If you got any questions, just give me a call. If I got 5 minutes, they're your 5 minutes. Good luck. See ya.